So in EastEnders, whenever a particularly sad or dramatic situation goes down, if it feels like it's been handled with a big degree of like, if it's something that's outwardly very sad or kind of personal, instead of just using the normal like duff duff noise that you hear at the end of every episode, they adopted a theme called Julia's theme, which is a piece of music that plays along a little bit longer and is just generally a bit sadder. It allows the moment to kind of sink in and allows you to really go, okay, this is a sad moment. Um, I believe the first instance was when back in 1985, where Sue Osmond's baby, I don't remember the baby's name, unfortunately. Hassan. The baby Hassan died to an unexpected cot death. And the first Julius theme was them realizing that the baby died. They were on top of the world. They just sorted out their money issues. They'd won big. Unfortunately, over the night, the baby had passed away. And that was the first instance of Julia's theme. Piggy, do you have
But
any moments you think of when you think of Julia's theme?
obviously, I think if Doc Cotton got a proper death, I think she should have had a Julius theme.
Hmm.
Just recently, Baby Peaches, because it's going on Wednesday, Baby Peaches should have had a Julius theme.
Yeah.
People are probably wondering why did she deserve it. To me, I think so. I think it should have been Eve. I think we should have had. I think they should have changed the arrange of segments.
Yes.
So you have all the wedding segments, and then the last 3 or 4 minutes is dedicated to Whitney and Zach. Instead of going from a wedding and then you have to be like, "Oh, I'm sad." Oh, but back to the wedding. Is he eating curry? And then you're like, "Oh, now I have to be sad." But is he dancing? And then you're like,
It,
you can't conflict with my emotions.
yeah, it was a very strange pacing, I guess. You did have the one very heartfelt scene and very emotional, and then you had the like, oh, we're dancing, and but I also think of one of the first ones as well being when Ian was kind of talking to Lou Beale, who Lou Beale is, oh, she's an absolute gem. Lou Beale was the original soap like battle axe, the old woman who has a very like loud mouth, but ultimately when needed, she will be genuine and she will be there for you. Like one of the first ones I remember seeing is Ian Beale crying to Lou because obviously Ian's getting a hard time because Pete's like a big like macho, like I am a man's man. You're gonna become a boxer. You're gonna become like a laborer type deal, and Ian wants to become a chef. And obviously Kathy's struggling a bit as well, so he just kind of just cuddles up to his nan, and she just kind of goes, "Listen, all right, I'll deal with them. Don't worry." And it's a really nice, wholesome scene. I implore any of you to look it up because it's just very good. It's really classic EastEnders, really. Um, when I think of, I don't even remember the last one that happened. Obviously, Dot
Yeah,
had a theme, but I don't. It wasn't Julia's theme. I don't think
I think Dot had her own
Dot had
theme.
her own theme, which understandably so, well deserved.
I
I
think
think the last one I remember is Max Branning when he left because he just kind of left
uh,
having nothing. Like even baby Annie just wasn't allowed to go with him. So he just very sadly just walked away. But I mean, how meaningful is it, do you reckon, to get Julius thing?
to get a Julius theme to me, you must be in 3 categories. Categories are a legendary character,
Yeah,
um, a sad death. So if
yeah,
a character is dying by cancer or has been raped or has been shot or stabbed or seriously bet up. And the third category is if someone is leaving.
hmm,
It's like if Ian Beale came back and left again,
yeah,
he deserves a Julia thing because
yes,
is in beer. I think the next time we'll see the Julius theme, unless they're going to go with the Duff Duff,
Oh,
I think it will be
Lola's got to
Lola.
get it right.
Yeah, Lola. She'll have to be the next one because I think it would be a displeasure to her character.
It would be a
Because I don't
disservice.
think, yeah, I don't think you can go, well, she's dying. Do 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 do
Yeah,
do 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 do.
yeah. It
You-
needs to be dealt with the seriousness of these, and I think
Yeah,
it's at this point. I think it's a very iconic theme.
I
Like,
think it's more iconic than the EastEnders thing.
well, to be fair, it depends really. I I just think because it's used less, it's more impactful,
Yeah,
and so it does mark a genuine moment. The one thing I just remembered is that somebody, I think it was when it happened a bunch. You know when you know when the prime ministers resign.
yeah.
Well, I've seen multiple prime ministers resign with Julia's theme in the background, and it buckles me every single time because it's such a good song because you know how to feel. Like it's essentially goes, this is really sad. Like this is important. Um, let's just look up if there's any like any. But yeah, it has buckled me in the past to see like Theresa May giving like her address, just like, ah, I need to, I need, I'm leaving. Time to have. It's just so dumb. All right, so they last have endings in the EastEnders wiki has stuff in the orders. The last time the Julia's theme was used was Keegan and Tiffany leaving for Germany. So Keegan got an exit with Julia's theme.
When was that?
That was March 2022.
So it's literally been nearly a year. It's been a year.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, Mick would have gotten his own theme. Well, he would have gotten a Julia's theme, but he got his own theme, which was one of the songs that I really enjoy, which kind of ruined it. The what's the song called? It was genuinely like my most listened to song list. To Build a Home. He got To Build a Home on his exit. The one before that was Mick and yeah, it was Mick and his family leaving the courthouse after Katie Lewis, the woman who abused him as a child, uh, was sentenced. And before that, it was Max leaving Walford. So pretty interesting way to do it. But yeah, I do think the next one will be it will be Lola. And it will be very sad.
Yeah, because Lola is an impactful character.
Yeah, she's been around for years now. She's a big part of the show at this point. And it's exactly where she kind of needs to be. Like Ben's gonna be there, her mum's gonna be there, Billy's gonna be there, I think, and like Jay's gonna be there, and it's gonna be a very sad. It's gonna be a very sad set of episodes for sure, dealing with the aftermath. If I look up what is my favorite, I'd obviously have to look a little. Oh, the one I think was possibly the most well done. That you may not have seen it, but I mean, first, if Pat got a Julius theme,
Did she get a Julius theme?
uh, I don't know. It doesn't look like she did, which is a big shame. But the one scene that I do absolutely love, which is really impactful, is the scene where Nigel tells Claire that her mum's died in a hit and run accident. And it doesn't show you directly, but it just shows them. There's no words. It just shows them sat on like a park bench, and you can just kind of see the moment he tells her, and they embrace, and it's a really like heartbreaking but well done scene. So that's another scene for everybody to look at. I mean, one thing I'm considering, someone's made a compilation of all of the Julius themes up till 2021 from the start, which at some point I'll likely put on. But it's just, I don't think any other show, soap-wise, has developed such a impactful theme as Julius theme.
Do each show have their own Julius theme or no?
Not really. I don't think so. Oh wait, no, okay, never mind. Pat had her own theme. Okay. I was
Peggy had Peggy's theme,
yeah,
didn't she?
Peggy had her own theme. But yeah, it's Julia's theme is yeah, I'd argue the best theme that's been built up in soaps, and nothing else does it like it because no one else decided that that's what they were going to do. And I think it will have a very big legacy. Oh, wait, I lie. I was wrong earlier. Ian crying into Lou's arms was the first use of Julia's theme. Sue's son, Hassan, them dying, that was another Julia's theme. But it was like 1 and 2. But regardless, I mean, what do you think of Julia's theme? Do you think it should be used more? Because I think it was it wasn't touched for a good while. Like in between like 2016 and 2018, it wasn't used once. Well, I say that like 2017 had no Julia themes, which probably wasn't reflective of how the show was. So, you know. And otherwise, do you think there's anything like Julia's theme? Would you just like to see it again? And what is your favourite moment that involves it? We have been watching Walford. I have been Ash. I've been joined by Piggy.
Goodbye.
And goodbye, indeed.